Hi everyone, my name is Pavel. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Keboola. And today I want to talk to you about one interesting concept that actually one of our customers brought to me. Several weeks ago, I was talking to one of the largest e-commerce shops, e-commerce platforms in Europe, and they said very interesting thing. They told me that I was asking them, how did your life change after we started to work together and all these things, right? Because we've been working together for more than 2 years now. And they told me interesting thing. They said, well, before we started to work with you guys, we actually, yes, we had all the modern tools, right? But we have so many different data sources that we were using the tools and we were kind of like trying to put them together. And we were, like marketing was putting some data to this, data warehouse. And there was logistics, and they were putting the data into this data warehouse, right? And there was a data science, and they were putting data into this data warehouse. So no matter what tools we use, we still did not have a good picture of what our customers are, who they are, right? Actually, there is a term, somebody said, well, we thought we were creating data lake, but we were actually creating a data swamp, which I laughed at, right? And so I asked them, so what do you need to do? What did you do, right? They said, well, think about it differently. What we did with Keboola is that here are the data sources, but we were able to bring all of them into one unified view, right? Into one unified platform, different people, into one unified snowflake underneath that. And that gives us a very good picture of who the actual people are. We're like, wow, that's great. Wow, why is it important? They said, well, it's not only about who the people are, but what are the processes inside our company. So we were allowed to go from this mess to this digital twin of our business. And I just thought that concept was really interesting. The digital twin of your business in data. A place that actually, you take all of your real world business processes and all of your real world users, and you make a digital twin of them representing data. Which means then you can actually target everybody, right? You can talk to them personally, right? So you can personalize, and you can change how you do your business processes. So you can automate, right? Automate. And the same concept, and that's what was interesting, actually came when we are preparing for our webinar with ThoughtSpot. And ThoughtSpot said, well, the result of Keboola is the true digital twin of your business in data. I was like, Ricky, what do you mean? He said, well, that's one data set which is fully governed, right? Governed. So because Keboola organizes the whole journey, you actually know who touched the data set when, right? So when you create it, who touched it here, who touched it during transformation, which leads to the second point, and that's the quality of data. There is always good quality of data in the digital twin created by Keboola. Because if there is not, you can go back right away and you know where it went wrong. And within 2 minutes, you can just repair that. Which leads me to the third point, and that is the automation, right? And Ricky said, well, these 3 points are what makes Keboola special, because it allows businesses to easily create a true digital twin of your business and then connect to that, analytical tools like ThoughtSpot, or automate the processes and move the data to, destinations like Salesforce or Intercom, or, start processes using Exponent or Lytics. And only if you can do that, only if you, allow the access, enable everybody in the business to work with data. That's what we do at Keboola. If you want to see more, go to keboola.com and check us out. Cheers!